Could living by the lunar calendar enhance your spiritual journey? What is it about the moon's rhythm that aligns with the souls of the deeply spiritual? From the sundials of ancient civilizations to the digital displays of the modern world, the art of timekeeping has always been central to human society, shaping everything from agriculture to rituals, from work hours to holidays. Rooted in the cycles of the sun, the solar calendar has ordered our lives, dividing time into neat, predictable segments. Yet this system, for all its precision, often overlooks the subtler, more fluid rhythms of the natural and spiritual world. For those seeking a path closer to these rhythms, the lunar calendar emerges as a compelling alternative. This ancient timekeeper, governed by the phases of the moon, offers a way to live that is more in harmony with the universe's inherent ebb and flow. The solar calendar, a testament to humanity's ingenuity, has long anchored our collective existence. Born from the necessity to organize agriculture, coordinate administrative duties, and structure society, this calendar is rooted in the Earth's orbit around the Sun, defining the year into a series of months and days. Its precision and predictability have laid the foundation for civilizations, enabling the planning of harvests, the celebration of communal festivities, and the governance of empires. Yet beneath this mechanical efficiency lies a subtle discord with the natural world's inherent rhythms, a dissonance particularly felt by those attuned to the spiritual dimensions of existence. For the spiritually inclined, the solar calendar's rigid structure can seem at odds with the fluidity of natural cycles. The moon's waxing and waning, the ebb and flow of tides, and the subtle shifts in energy throughout the year are but whispers in the shadow of the solar calendar's dominance. This disconnection from the lunar and natural cycles can lead to a feeling of alienation, a sense that the artificial divisions of time are out of step with the inner clock of the soul and the universe's broader cadences. Moreover, the solar calendar has evolved beyond a mere tool for timekeeping, becoming an instrument of social control. Its uniformity, while beneficial for societal coordination, standardizes experiences across vast geographies and cultures, often at the expense of local traditions and personal spiritual practices. Holidays and holy days are pegged to its dates, dictating when to rest, when to work, and when to worship, irrespective of individual or community rhythms. This standardization can dilute the potency of spiritual experiences, turning them into scheduled events rather than spontaneous encounters with the divine. Highly spiritual individuals might find this imposition of time constraining, a cage of numbers and dates that confines the soul's natural propensity to flow with the energies of the cosmos. They may feel a disconnect, a sense that the sacred moments of life cannot be confined to the pages of a calendar. The solar calendar's emphasis on productivity and predictability can overshadow the unpredictable and often ineffable nature of spiritual growth and enlightenment. The critique of the solar calendar is not a call for its abandonment, but a recognition of its limitations. It serves as a reminder that beyond its structured confines lies a vast, rhythmic universe pulsating with life and spirit. For those seeking to deepen their spiritual connection, acknowledging these limitations is the first step toward realigning with the natural and cosmic cycles that truly govern our lives. As we continue on this journey, we must remember that spirituality cannot be scheduled or standardized. It must be lived, felt, and experienced in alignment with the deeper rhythms of existence. The solar calendar, with its regimented sequence of days, months, and years, serves as a double-edged sword. While it offers structure to our societal fabric, it inadvertently places constraints on the spiritual journey, a path inherently woven with the threads of spontaneity, intuition, and a deep connection to the cosmos. This calendar, a construct of human ingenuity, risks severing our ties to the universe's natural cycles, leading us away from the rhythms that have guided civilizations, cultures, and spiritual practices for millennia. The uniformity and predictability of the solar calendar can act as a barrier to spiritual exploration. In its unyielding progression, it promotes a perception of time as linear, a relentless march forward, which stands in stark contrast to the spiritual understanding of time as cyclical. Spiritual traditions across the world, From the ancient rituals celebrating the seasons to the deep meditations on life, death, and rebirth, embrace the concept of cycles. They teach us that growth, enlightenment, and even the soul's journey are not linear but spiral, returning us to familiar points at higher levels of understanding. This cyclic nature of spiritual growth, mirrored in the natural world's cycles of birth, death, and renewal, is obscured by the solar calendar's linear progression, potentially stifling our spiritual maturation. Moreover, the solar calendar's emphasis on productivity and schedules can erode the essence of mindfulness and the practice of living fully in the present moment. Our days become a series of tasks to be completed, appointments to be kept, and deadlines to be met, all dictated by the calendar on the wall or the digital reminders that punctuate our existence. This relentless drive for efficiency and achievement can drown out the quiet voice urging us to pause, reflect, and connect with the divine spark within us and all around us. Spiritual practices that call for stillness, meditation, and communion with nature are squeezed into the margins of our lives, treated as luxuries rather than necessities for our well-being. The solar calendar, for all its utility, encourages a worldview where time is a commodity to be managed, rather than a sacred space to be experienced. It reinforces the illusion of separation between the mundane and the divine, between human endeavors and the celestial dance of the cosmos. In doing so, it can lead us away from the profound realization that every moment is imbued with spiritual significance, every day a portal to deeper understanding and connection with the universal energies that animate our existence. In this context, the impact of the solar calendar on spirituality is not merely a matter of scheduling conflicts, but a deeper, more pervasive influence on how we perceive our place in the universe. It challenges us to question and perhaps gently resist the confines of a system that may limit our spiritual growth. As we navigate our spiritual journey, it becomes essential to seek balance, to find moments of reconnection with the natural cycles that the solar calendar overlooks, and to remember that true spiritual progress transcends the artificial boundaries of time. It calls us to live not by the clock but by the heartbeat of the universe, attuning ourselves to the eternal rhythms of growth, transformation, and renewal. The lunar calendar emerges as a beacon of intuitive understanding, aligning us with the celestial rhythms that dictate the ebb and flow of energy on Earth. Unlike its solar counterpart, the lunar calendar honors the moon's natural cycles, offering a pathway to spiritual alignment that resonates with the core of our being. The moon, with its ever-changing face, has long been venerated across cultures and spiritual traditions as a symbol of the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Its phases, from the silent promise of the new moon to the full moon's luminous revelation, mirror the journey of the soul through darkness into light and back again. The journey begins with the new moon, a time ripe for setting intentions and embarking on new endeavors. This phase is akin to a period of rebirth, offering us a fresh canvas for our dreams and aspirations. As the moon waxes into the crescent phase, we find ourselves in a period of growth and accumulation, where the seeds of our intentions are nurtured by our actions and efforts, slowly building momentum towards our goals. The first quarter moon challenges us with a phase of decision-making and resilience, testing our commitment to our path and urging us to confront and overcome obstacles. This is followed by the waxing gibbous moon, a time for refinement and adjustment, encouraging us to fine-tune our strategies and cultivate our projects with care and attention, ensuring they are on track for success. The full moon stands as a beacon of fruition and clarity, a time when our efforts come to light and we celebrate the progress made. It's a moment of reflection, to acknowledge the journey and the achievements along the way, recognizing the completion of a cycle and the beauty it encompasses. However, the cycle does not end here. As the moon wanes into the gibbous phase, we are called to embrace gratitude and generosity, sharing the bounty and lessons of our journey with others. The last quarter moon marks a significant turning point, urging us to release and forgive, to let go of burdens and patterns that no longer serve our highest good, thus making room for new growth. Finally, as the moon diminishes to the waning crescent, we are afforded a period of rest and reflection, a necessary pause to recuperate and gather strength, both spiritually and physically, in preparation for the cycle to begin anew with the next new moon. This continuous cycle of growth, challenge, fulfillment, and renewal, guided by the moon's phases, invites us to live a life of deeper awareness and connection to both our inner world and the natural universe around us. Adopting the lunar calendar invites us to live in harmony with these cycles, integrating the spiritual symbolism of the moon's phases into our daily lives. Each phase of the moon becomes a marker for personal growth, a time to release what no longer serves us, to plant seeds of intention, to nurture our dreams into being, and to celebrate our achievements before releasing once more. The lunar calendar also fosters emotional healing. By attuning ourselves to the moon's cycles, we open pathways for understanding and processing our emotions, recognizing that just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do our feelings. This acceptance of the natural flow of emotions encourages self-compassion and healing, as we learn to embrace our vulnerabilities and strengths with equal grace. Moreover, the lunar calendar serves as a reminder of our interconnectedness with all of creation. It dissolves the artificial barriers erected by the solar calendar, which often leave us feeling isolated from the natural world. Instead, the lunar calendar weaves us back into the fabric of life, where time is not a line but a circle, a cycle of renewal and regeneration. It is a call to live not by the ticking of a clock, but by the pulsing of the cosmic heart, in sync with the rhythms of nature that whisper the ancient wisdom of the universe. In this light, the lunar calendar is more than a method of marking days. It is a spiritual tool, a map guiding us back to our primal essence and the universal energies that animate our existence. It beckons us to rediscover the sacredness of time, to see each day not as a unit to be spent, but as a gift to be cherished, a step on the path to deeper understanding and connection with the natural and spiritual realms. This invitation is not just to observe, but to live by the rhythms of the lunar calendar, a celestial rhythm that resonates deeply with the human soul, offering an escape from the rigid confines of a society tethered to the solar calendar. The lunar calendar beckons us to a life where spirituality is not segmented, but seamlessly woven into the fabric of our daily existence. You begin to see the lunar phases not just as phases of the moon, but as reflections of the phases within your own life. Each new moon offers a blank slate, a moment to set intentions and plant the seeds of future dreams. The waxing moon illuminates the path of effort and action, a time to nurture those seeds with dedication. The full moon, in its radiant glory, invites celebration and reflection, acknowledging the fruition of your intentions. And as the waning moon fades, it encourages release, letting go of what no longer serves, making room for new growth. Integrating lunar practices into your life is both a simple and sacred act. Begin with moon rituals, where on new and full moons, you carve out moments of solitude to meditate, journal, or engage in activities that align with the moon's energy. These rituals become beacons of light in your spiritual journey, guiding you through the ebbs and flows of life with grace and intention. Meditation, when aligned with lunar phases, transforms into a dynamic practice that reflects the changing energies of the moon. During the new moon, meditate on new beginnings and setting intentions. As the moon waxes, focus your meditations on growth and action. The full moon is a powerful time for gratitude and releasing, while the waning moon supports reflection and letting go. This cyclical approach to meditation nurtures a deep connection to both the universe and your inner self, facilitating a profound spiritual awakening. Adopting a cyclical view of time, as embodied by the lunar calendar, encourages you to embrace life's natural rhythms. It teaches you that just as the moon cycles through phases, so too do our lives. This perspective fosters a deep sense of peace and acceptance, knowing that there is a time for growth, a time for harvest, and a time for rest. It challenges the linear, productivity-driven mindset, inviting you to find balance and harmony in living a life attuned to the natural cycles of the universe. Living by the lunar calendar is an act of spiritual liberation. It frees you from the artificial constraints of a society governed by the solar calendar and opens your eyes to the beauty of living in harmony with the cosmos. It empowers you to reclaim your spirituality, to live a life where every day is a sacred dance with the universe, guided by the luminous path of the moon. In this reclaimed spirituality, you find not just a calendar, but a way of being that resonates with the deepest truths of your soul. The lunar calendar becomes a tool for transformation, a compass guiding you to a more spiritually fulfilling life. It invites you to explore the infinite possibilities that unfold when you align your life with the celestial rhythms that have guided humanity since time immemorial. As you integrate these lunar practices into your daily life, you become a living testament to the power of living in sync with the natural and spiritual world. You become a beacon of light for others, showing that a life of deeper spiritual fulfillment is not just possible, but inevitable when we choose to live by the rhythms of the moon. This journey of reclaiming your spirituality through the lunar calendar is not just a path to personal enlightenment, but a call to awaken to the interconnectedness of all life, guided by the gentle glow of our celestial guardian. The solar calendar dominates every aspect of our existence. There exists a profound yearning for spiritual fulfillment, a desire to connect with something deeper, more meaningful than the incessant demands of society. This yearning calls you to a journey of balance, a path where the practicalities of living in a solar calendar society are harmoniously intertwined with the spiritual nourishment provided by the lunar calendar. Think of a life where the linear march of days, weeks, and months is not just a measure of time passing, but a canvas for spiritual exploration and growth. This is not a life lived in opposition to societal demands, but in a beautiful dance with them, using the solar calendar as a framework for engaging with the world while allowing the lunar calendar to guide your inner journey. The key to this balance lies in conscious choice. It's about choosing to use the solar calendar for societal obligations, work, appointments, celebrations, acknowledging its role in organizing our collective lives. Yet simultaneously, it's about carving out sacred spaces for the lunar calendar to inform your personal spiritual practices. This dual approach does not dilute your spirituality. Instead, it enriches it, offering a deeply rooted sense of time that aligns with the natural and cosmic rhythms. To navigate this path, begin by mapping out the moon's phases and integrating them into your daily life. Let the new moon be a time for setting intentions, reflecting on your desires and goals. As the moon waxes, focus on action and manifestation, channeling the growing light into your endeavors. The full moon invites reflection and gratitude, a time to celebrate your achievements and release what no longer serves you. Finally, the waning moon is a period for letting go, for introspection and preparation, for the cycle to begin anew. Incorporate lunar-aligned practices such as meditation, journaling, or yoga into your routine, aligning these activities with the moon's phases to deepen your connection to the natural world and your inner self. These practices become anchors in your day, moments of stillness and reflection amid the hustle and bustle of modern life. Critically examining your relationship with time is pivotal. It requires questioning the societal imperative to always do more, to constantly push forward regardless of the cost to your well-being. By adopting a balanced approach to timekeeping, you assert that your spiritual journey is as important as your societal obligations, if not more so. This journey of balancing societal demands with spiritual needs is not without its challenges. It asks for a re-evaluation of priorities, a willingness to stand in your truth, and the courage to live according to your deepest convictions. It's about making a conscious choice every day to honor both the external demands of the world and the internal call of your spirit. Accepting this balanced approach to timekeeping transforms your relationship with time. It becomes a sacred tool for spiritual growth, a way to live more fully in the present moment, attuned to the cycles of the natural world and the rhythms of your soul. This way of living invites a profound sense of peace and fulfillment, and knowing that you are living in harmony with the universe. As you navigate this path, remember that you are not alone. Many are seeking ways to integrate their spiritual needs with the demands of modern life. By sharing your journey, You inspire others to explore their relationship with time and spirituality, fostering a community of like-minded souls on this beautiful journey of balance. Balancing societal demands with spiritual needs through the dual lens of the solar and lunar calendars offers a transformative approach to living. It challenges you to live intentionally, honoring both your obligations to the world and your commitment to your spiritual growth. This path is not just about managing time, but about redefining it as a sacred space for realizing your highest potential. Embrace this journey with open heart and mind, and watch as your life unfolds in harmony with the deepest truths of your soul. As we move along the boundless journey of life, marked by the relentless march of the solar calendar with its unyielding grasp on our daily routines, a whispering truth calls out to those attuned to the deeper rhythms of existence. This truth speaks of the inherent limitations of a purely solar-guided life, especially for those whose spirits seek alignment with the universe's more subtle, yet profoundly impactful cosmic cycles. The lunar calendar emerges not merely as an alternative, but as a beacon of harmony, inviting you to dance with the natural ebb and flow of the celestial tides. This discourse isn't about dismissing the practicalities of the solar calendar, but about recognizing its constraints on our spiritual growth and the richness that lunar alignment brings to our lives. By attuning ourselves to the moon's phases, we open our hearts and minds to a synchronicity with the universe that fosters a deeper sense of awareness, mindfulness, and spiritual fulfillment. The lunar calendar is not just a method of timekeeping, but a path to living in harmony with the natural and cosmic rhythms that influence our very being. Visualize a life where each phase of the moon guides you towards reflection, intention setting, manifestation, and release. This rhythm, deeply ingrained in the fabric of the universe, offers a way to navigate the complexities of existence with grace and wisdom. It beckons you to live not by the rigid ticks of the clock, but by the gentle guiding light of the cosmos, where each moment is an opportunity for growth, healing, and deeper connection with the divine essence that permeates all things. Now, as we stand at the confluence of knowledge and wisdom, the invitation extends to you to walk on this luminous path. Experiment with integrating lunar practices into your life. Observe the moon, feel its phases, and let its cycle inspire your spiritual practices, reflections, and daily rhythms. And as you do, share your journey, your discoveries, and your insights. By doing so, you contribute to a growing spiritually minded individuals who, together, weave a narrative of connection, transformation, and enlightenment grounded in the profound rhythms of the natural world. The call to align with the lunar calendar is an invitation to awaken to the deeper currents of life, to live in harmony with the celestial forces that animate the cosmos, and to discover the profound spiritual enrichment that comes from synchronizing with the universe's natural rhythms. As you step into this journey, remember, the most transformative journeys are those shared. So share your story, your experiences, and your insights, and let us together foster a community united in our quest for a deeper, more meaningful connection with the world and ourselves.